Yeah, open source is just allows collaboration from across the world. There's no limitations, and it means for someone like me, I can produce something and have access to something really worthwhile. For example, WordPress.org, templates, it's all open source, plugins. If I need something implemented on my website, I can do that for free. Sometimes I have to pay, but I don't know, it's just, for me, it just opens a lot of doors.
Open source means products or services designed for users without corporate control.
An open source, I'd say, is a sort of platform where you can gain information from. That can be either people like telling you new ideas and concepts or like developing ideas. It's sort of like a pool of knowledge, or that's how I see it anyway. But it's also quite important to like listen to things as well as giving output, because I think you can gain a lot from listening to other people's opinions and backgrounds.
Open source is a community of people that are actually creating software, information, products for the greater good. It's not about one individual's benefit, it's about everyone being able to benefit.
So it's a platform of a program, if that makes any sense. I think in my head that's kind of how it is. That is free and available to anybody that wants to use it, and it's something that's I think this is the most important quality of it. It's something that's developing all the time by people who are passionate about it, but aren't interested in the profits of it. So I think that in that manner, it's like the purest sense of media, because we're doing it for the love rather than the profit. So for me, open source is where I envisage a lot of programs to be in the near future.
Open source is really an area where you can put up something where lots of different people can add to it and take it in lots of different directions, and it allows really for collaboration on a mass scale that would be inconceivable 30 years ago.
Open source is something for me really open and which can be improved by the community.
Open source is like a new ideology that people actually think that connecting each other, collaborating each other, based on teamwork and based on freedom of like copyright freedom and all that, is going to work towards a same idea. Did I explain right? So what I basically mean is like teamwork working through the same idea with no limitation of copyright or with no limitations of kind of money and fundings and no pressures from that part.
Open source to me is a backdoor, people who develop software and give us a free platform so we can all use the software.
I think, I can give you a word, you probably know what it means, Ubuntu. Ubuntu is an African word which means I am you, I am me only because you tell me I am me, which means we don't exist in isolation. So what open source says to us is you can't just take. It's not give, it's not take, it's togetherness. So that's what open source is. Ubuntu, look it up guys, it's perfect.